Okay, and we're back. So I just realised we did get that videotape, didn't we? It's probably pointless me going to use the printer, isn't it? Do I need to solve the puzzle? I don't think I do, but yeah, let's go do that, and then we can get mauled by vampires. Sorry, I was just looking at the health meter. I thought at first, like maybe the like it shows like CO1, CO2, etc. I thought maybe that might mean like stages before you drop down from green to like yellow or orange or red or whatever, but I don't think it does. So this is the thing with like the circuits thing and like the health bar, like a lot of this just doesn't serve any purpose. It's just there as like a visual thing, you know? So this is going to be like a castle. But my point is, like, I think there's an item, there's like a file or something you can read, or like when you get to, like, I think we're going to the attraction, we unlock the attraction, and the puzzle we use these pictures for is in there, but I think when you get to the puzzle it tells you which buttons to press anyway, so what's the point of the pictures? We'll see. I know there's some sort of part of it that makes it sort of pointless. Oh dear. It's really helpful that you can't aim at anything properly. Okay, I don't want to use too much shotgun ammo. Then I'm really worried about losing health. See, that should hit him, shouldn't it? That looks like it would hit to me. Oh. Is there one more? Ah, brilliant. We're already at caution. Again. There's even more vampires down here. Oh. Yeah, screw it. Okay. You know, I was criticizing the game in the A side for the fact the vampires pop up when you shoot them when they're on the ground. Like they instantly pop up into their death animation, which looks crazy. But then I replayed Siren 2 quite recently, and is it Yamire? Yeah, Yamire, something like that. No, not Yamire. It's like Yami Baito, I think. It's like the new enemies that are the equivalent of is it Shibito? The humanoid enemies. Like you can knock them down and then like hit them on the ground, but they pop up as well, and that's a PS2 game by like a lot better devs than this. So yeah, I'm sorry, Countdown Vampires, for judging you so harshly. Oh, do we have to turn the power on or something? And here come the werewolves. Wait, is there two of them or just the one? Just the one? Sweet. So I have to admit, those bits with the... I wish it was easier to dodge enemies. Like, seriously, sometimes it feels as though there's no way to dodge them. Yeah, I was just going to say, like, those bits with the werewolves and also the mantis things, I was going to say viper things or what? Mantis creatures. It's kind of made me think about what makes a good enemy in a video game. Because, like, lower level enemies, like the zombie creatures, like you can kind of forgive that they're not exciting to fight, or like they're bullet sponges like they are here. You know, they're just there to use up your ammo, sort of thing. But with those higher level enemies, you, as a player, you always expect them to be more of a challenge, more engaging, more fun, you know? Like hunters in Resident Evil 1 or the dogs. But like, what makes that combat fun? And I guess like one of the obvious answers is, or the obvious reason why the fights in this aren't fun is because you can literally just stand your ground and just fire, and that's the whole battle. See, that's not fun. Like with hunters, like they move around, they switch things up. It's really difficult to get a beat on them a lot of the time. And that's fun. That's challenging anyway, which is fun. And dogs. You have to move around a lot with those. So I mean, I wouldn't try to pretend like I know what makes for a perfect enemy, but like I feel as though it gives you some sort of insight into like what's going wrong in this game. Because it feels as though they just animated it and didn't think like, how's this going to feel for the player, you know? Is this a challenge? Is this fun? What is the player experiencing when this happens to them, sort of thing? And to be honest, like with the vampires, I don't even mind that they act the way they do. Like I think the movements and the animations are dumb. Like the way they sort of like wobble around and stuff, like they're drunk, is really stupid. But at the same time, like, because they're basic enemies, it doesn't really matter too much. I feel like if the werewolves and the mantis fights had been more fun, then like he would have made your enemies more bearable, if that makes sense. Like the way the vampires act. Because, you know, like Resident Evil 1, that's a fun game. Just putting that out there, controversial opinion. That's a fun game. But like a lot of the enemies, the early enemies you encounter are quite slow and plodding. And even the dogs, they're fast, but they aren't like ridiculously fast. Where are we going? Upstairs? Okay. Yeah, they aren't ridiculously fast. It's only when you meet the hunters, I think, that like things step up a gear. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I just mean like the game changing things up, and like it makes the game even more fun when the hunters turn up. And every time that happens, I feel as though the game is about to crash.
I've been looking for you.
Ugh.
I remember the elevator moving and stopping here, and then coming here and feeling dizzy.
Ow, my ears.
Hey, what's going on? Settle down. Hey, calm down.
Help!
Wonder how much they got paid for this. Probably not much, to be fair. Like, I'm knocking them, but like, it's more than likely they were paid next to nothing for this. Okay, now we can go back downstairs to that room where the mantis creatures were, I think. I think that's what this is for. What have we got? Hang on. Yeah, okay. We've not got anything else, have we? So replaying the A side was quite a challenge. Like the game is so clunky and annoying, but like at least so far, it's not been too bad on the B side because I remember a lot of what I did. It was like 6 or 7 years between my first playthrough and the A side of my second playthrough, so I did pretty much forget everything, thankfully. I mean, thankfully, because of all the trauma. God, what a mess of a game. And this is like a year 2000 game and you can't stack items in the box. Like, what is even going on there? Like, modernise people, please. Okay, let's go.